Hello everybody and welcome to Jumputi Heroes. My name is Scarface King and happy anniversary everybody that's been with us. It's been a year that has had so much content compared to these other gacha games. It's unreal. And the first anniversary is really no different. We've got a campaign that's got a ton of stuff to do. Unfortunately, when the first anniversary dropped, there was a lot of people trying to get in all at once. This caused, lots of lag and certain things not to work properly. So right now, at least one feature has been temporarily removed, and that is the community bingo. I'll talk about that in the news post, but just bear in mind the community bingo will not be available right now. The logo that's supposed to be on the screen is not there, so just bear that in mind. So for the first anniversary, let's go through the news post is going to be linked in the description. You'll be able to see the live stream there and all that stuff. But let's just go through the news post at the side here. So they launched the anniversary website. There was originally a countdown website, and now the actual anniversary is here. The anniversary website has all the information, well, not all the information, but there's a lot of information if you can read Japanese. If you can't, well, my website's better. So first things first, they had on the stream one of the guys they invited on the stream. He played in one of the challenges. You had to say which of the challenges that he defeated. That was, of course, the Yamcha stage, one of the easiest stages in the game. And so if you go into your Line app on your phone, I'll show you right now. Oh my god, where's my cursor? There it is. If you go into your Line app and you find this chat, the one with the Jumputi logo, and you click on text, and you just copy and paste what I've put on the website there for Yamcha, not the bit in brackets, just the bit after the answer, the bit in the katakana. Copy and paste that in there, click enter, and you will get a response. Mine's somewhere up here. Here we go. Yeah, you will get a response that looks something like that, and that is to let you know that you're going to be getting 300 rubies, which is very nice. So definitely do that. I don't know what the time limit is on that, but definitely do that. The 4-star awakening vote. The winner is Dragon Shiryu from Saint Seiya. I don't know if I'm surprised or not. I kind of thought there are a lot of characters people would have had really high luck, and there's a lot of characters that people might have favoritism for the character themselves. But Shiryu is one of, if not the best 5-star support, because he's one turn cooldown. You can just keep using him over and over again. So I guess a lot of people just had this sick curiosity of how much better can you possibly make that. And, well, I guess we're going to find out when he gets upgraded on the 4th of April. The character buffs. Now this part is quite big, because, well, you can see them all. I'm not going to read them all out, but you can see them all there. There are quite a few, and then there's a second batch, and there's even more. Now, the important thing to note here, because it's something that pertains to one of the other events, is that one limited unit of each type, so Gear 4 Luffy, Shirayasha Gintoki, Yoko Kurama, and Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. These 4 characters are available in one of the special events that I'm going to have to explain because it's kind of tricky. And these 4 characters, yeah, are all this game's equivalent of like legends. They're the super rare characters. Now, out of these 4, if you were going purely on what the characters do now, I have no doubt that most people would choose Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku, because he's just mad. He's really good. But these 4 limiteds are all going to be buffed, and they are going to be buffed during the other event. So if you're a bit undecided on who to like try and roll for in this other event, just bear in mind they're all going to be buffed. And once I believe it's the 4th of April, yeah, 4th of April. Once that just drops and you see what all the characters do buffed, you're going to have a much better idea of which one you want. Because especially for Gear 4 Luffy, but also for Ginsuki and Kurama, they're not quite as good as some of the more modern legend characters because they were made in a time where these characters were considered to be super powerful, but they had a downside. Super Saiyan 3 Goku doesn't really have a downside, and at a certain point they just kind of stopped giving them proper downsides. Like, Yusuke has a downside of he reduces his own recovery, but it really doesn't matter that much. And there's a few recent ones that really don't have any downside at all. So just bear in mind these 4 characters will get buffed along with all these other ones. And we have no idea how much they're going to get buffed, and we have no idea with some of these characters why they're getting buffed, because there could be specific reasons that they are getting buffed. For instance, Genzo getting buffed from Shinyuki, potentially the reason behind that is he's an AoE character that I think what does he do? Does he remove attack down or remove attack up? Maybe, I can't remember, but he had quite good utility on one of the stages, so potentially that stage is coming back and he might be getting buffed. Stuff like that is things you can consider with all these buff characters. We also actually, I said the legends here getting buffed. We actually have Ryoma Echizen and Naruto Uzumaki, the two. Well, I say the 2 legends. Naruto actually has 2 legends already, but the Sage Mode Naruto, the Pinnacle of Perfection Ryoma Echizen, both getting buffed. Could be a sign of things to come, but I'm not going to put too much thought into it, really. Daily login bonus. You just get 1,500 rubies. Log in every day, you get 1,500 rubies. Pretty nice. Once this video goes up, you probably will have already missed one of those days. But you can still get 1,400 rubies, so hey. Free multi-summon. You get a free multi-summon every day for a total of 100 free summons, which is pretty nutty. We're going to do a multi here today, and we're going to do some pulls on some other banners too. And you can also get more multis. Basically, when you do your multi-summon, there's a Twitter button that comes up at the bottom to share. If you click on that Twitter button, you can share the multi that you got, and people are going to be picked at a later date to get even more summons. So it's probably worth doing. You know, it's probably worth doing. I don't know how they're working out who gets what, but it's probably worth doing. The comeback campaign. This only applies if you played the game before and don't play it anymore. I guess it applies to you if you have people like that on your line friends list. You can invite them back. If they rejoin, you both get a multi-ticket, so it's pretty cool. There's also a special mission where you get 5 extra rubies a day for sending someone line stamina. So, it's alright. It's alright. The line friend invitation rewards have been reset, so if you go and you invite a bunch of people from your line's friends list to come and play Jumputi, you get a bunch of rubies. I think you get 5 rubies per invite, and you can invite, how many people? Is it 1,000? That sounds wrong, doesn't it? Isn't it 100? No, 200. I think it's 200. So, a lot of rubies at play there. I don't know. Is it? It doesn't matter. It's not important. You get a lot of rubies. That's the point. The Super Strengthening campaign. This is really nice, especially if your account is not quite there. This is one of those events where if you're one of those people that like, because I mean I can't really relate if I get my cursor here. If we look at my box, I evolve. That's not my box. Wait. I evolve everyone. Everyone I get, I evolve and I get into level 99. So this is not a big deal for me. The only thing that's important is the Legend Summon book drops, because I can never be asked to do that. But every character I get, I evolve a level to 99. That includes all the like shitty 4 stars and that. If you don't do that, it's probably worth doing, in my opinion. Especially while you have a boosted chance of getting extra EXP when you're feeding books. You have extra treasure, what are they called? Extra treasure chest dropped from story mode, and half stamina on basically everything. It's just worth it. Come on, like if you're somebody that's not putting the effort into your box, Now is the time. I know I'm sitting here with 999 stamina telling you that, but I have that much stamina because over the last few days I just didn't spend any. I just picked up my line stamina every day and just whatever. What's up next? The guaranteed 5-star share gacha. Now, I need to explain this because a lot of people were really confused when this first came out, and I explained it in text form, and they, for the most part, still didn't get it. So, one of these buttons at the side is the share gacha button, which is this one here. I'll click on it again and again. Now, by clicking on this, you'll be taken to a website. Bear in mind, this is all done on a website, and you don't need to do it in your phone browser. You don't even need to do it on the same device that your game is on. You can just copy and paste that and put it in your browser if you want. Now, this is the important part. The important part is this big button here links to your Twitter. If you open that up and you link to your Twitter, which I'm going to do, I've already got my Twitter signed in, so it automatically signed me into the OTHD Twitter. And you can see on this screen here that I've already used up my pools, but basically you get free pools when you sign in, and that's what a big hexagon is. There's free pools. So my one would have said free. I do the free pools, and I kind of have to demonstrate that. So basically what I'm going to show you before that is, if I go to, well, I can click this button here, but I'll show you because that won't be there for you unless you know, if you haven't used up your pools yet. Click this button here, and it shows you their Twitter. No, wait, I've done it wrong, haven't I? Alright, well, if I click this button here, once you run out of pools, you can get 5 additional pools by retweeting this tweet. So you send it out like this. Ooh. Did it lag? There we go. So that sent out the tweet for me. There'll be a tweet on my account with that image of the rolling characters. And now I have 5 more free goes on this gacha. And so I pull pressing that button. It's really kind of laggy because this is not the sort of thing you should do on a website. It's all done with like canvas animations and GIFs and PNGs and stuff. And it's just really fucking laggy. And so here you can see I have a choice between Muyo and Koro Sensei. And as much as I would like another dupe of Muyo, I don't have Koro Sensei. So I click on him, just click on the image, and you can see the little thing that comes up, the little thing that comes up above his head saying, I've selected this character. Then I click the big orange button, and now I am keeping Koro Sensei. Now this is not tied to your device, this is not tied to the browser you're on. This is tied to your Twitter account. So if you sign in on another device or whatever, you just need to go to the website, which I'll link in the description. If you sign in with your Twitter account, you get to keep it. Some people will think, what if I do it on multiple Twitter accounts? Do I get multiple characters? No. You will only get to keep one character at the end of this. And that is tied to your Twitter account. Now, the only characters you can pull in this gacha are the ones you see here. And obviously, the most desirable ones for most people are the 4 at the top. I personally, I haven't fully decided yet. I kind of want to see what the buffs are, because if the buffs are good, I'd rather go for Shirayasha Gintoki. If the buffs are just meh, I'd probably still go for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Out of the characters here, who do I not have? I don't have Hikaru, I don't have Koro Sensei, I don't have Tadaruto, I don't have Toriko, I don't have Tsubasa, I don't have Yugi. I would be happy with basically any of the characters I don't have, but the thing is, you get so many summons, you basically get to choose. Like, I've seen people get like all the characters they want. So with that thing where I've retweeted and I got 5 more pulls, you can do that 5 times total, okay? Not per day, total throughout the campaign. So use those wisely. It might be worth saving those until after the buff, so you know specifically which character you're going for. And with the thing I was talking about before, the share button on the gacha, on the multi-summon, which I'll show you when I go to do it later, you can do that, share the multi that you pull, and you will get 5 extra summons, and that is per day. Right, so this one is 5 times total throughout the campaign. The one you do from the gacha is 5 times extra per day. So you get a lot of extra additional pulls. And the character you get at the end is the one you selected. So there's no danger in keeping on pulling as long as you keep selecting the character that you wanted. So in this case here, Hibino Hallelujah, but unfortunately I already have him, so I'm gonna go Koro Sensei, and he's gone. So there's no risk. It's all tied to your Twitter account, it's not tied to your device. And you just get a character. That's basically it. You're kind of, the amount of control you have over this is quite nice, because obviously you could get incredibly unlucky. But with the amount of pulls you get to do, that's probably not going to be the case. I don't want Makiba, I already got him. But yeah, the essence of this is they were trying something different, and I appreciate it. I don't know why they did it in website form, but whatever. And when it comes to actually getting your character at the end, ooh, train, but I already have him, so no. When it comes to getting your character at the end, you are going to be sent a link by the official Jumputi Twitter account to your DMs, okay? This is why you need to be following them in order to get that DM. That's going to be at the end of the campaign, and that link, you're going to fill that out with your details of your actual game once we get that form again at the end of the campaign. And then once you fill that out and send it, they will send the character to your account. Remember, you only get one. You only get one. So people do. You could do multiple Twitter accounts, and you can roll on like multiple different ones until you get the thing that you want. You can absolutely do that. However, you will only get to keep one at the end. So be smart when linking your accounts and shit. So let's go back. And remember, that's this button here. So I hope I explained that well enough. I don't know. Fuck it, whatever. It's not complicated, but it's just a weird thing that they've done. So I can understand why some people would be like, what the fuck's going on here? I get it, I do. Moving on with the news. We got a nice little word from the development team. They were basically... I mean, you can read this for yourself. Either pause the video, or you can go read it on the website. Nice little messages. Just basically saying thanks for the year and stuff like that. It's a nice sentiment. It's a nice touch. You don't really get that from developers that often, so it's quite nice. Now, these ones are kind of weird, but basically, if you share on Twitter with this hashtag here, Memories of Jumputi, or Jumputi Memories, you will basically be able to share stuff that's happened while you've been playing the game. Like, oh, this was my first 5-star from the Gacha. Oh, this was the first ultimate I was able to get to max luck. Oh, this was the first hard event I was able to beat. This was the first co-op run of whatever we did, and stuff like that. With sharing now, I don't think there's any kind of reward for it, but they did say they're going to collect them and they're going to share them with everyone at a later date, so maybe they will reward people that they choose, I don't know. Maybe it's worth just sharing, I don't know. I don't think I will be, but we'll see. This one here was announced on the stream, and it's kind of dumb, but it's whatever. So we get to choose, basically we get to choose what they're going to be calling us, what the developers are going to call us, and how we're going to refer to ourselves. Think of it like Justin Bieber's fans what used to be called the Beliebers. You know, this is the same sort of thing. We can either be Puchitomo, which is the Pooty friends, or we can be Jumputi Kuru, the Jumputi crew. I don't know which I prefer, but yeah, the way you choose is that you tweet out with the hashtag of your choice, and they're gonna you get one vote per person. They're gonna count them up, so I guess we're gonna know at the end of the campaign which one we are. So that's nice. Community bingo. Now, I mentioned this briefly before. Community bingo is currently down as of recording this video. It might be back up by the time it's up, I don't know. But the community bingo There were 9 challenges to be completed by the community, and by completing them we got a bunch of goodies, including Jaguar Junichi. This is one of those events that is really nice to have on, but you don't have to pay attention to it, because it's just going to complete itself. You know, it's all stuff like everybody as a community needs to complete this many stages, send this many friend points, power up this many characters, stuff like that. It's just going to complete itself. So when it does come back, that would be great. We might get some compensation for it being down. I don't know. We got some compensation for the maintenances and the lag, so that's nice. The anniversary medal exchange. Now, this is a really nice one. This is really nice. I can show you this one. So you get these anniversary medals from doing certain things in the game, clearing certain stages. There's going to be some given out for, I think, Tower and Unity Battle when they come around. And there's some missions you can do to clear them. And when you get them, you can go in the shop and you can spend them in this event store down here. And there is a ton of goodies in here. The 5-star character ticket is obviously nice. Those pools have been quite updated up until just before. So, like, I think it includes every character from 2018 except the limiteds. So, really nice. Same with the multi-ticket, really nice. And jewels. I was happy to see the jewels in there. I didn't expect those, so that's really, really good. I like these books. If you don't know, the books with a ribbon on them will automatically level a character to level 99 of the same type. So, really nice. And, I mean, that's about it. But those rewards are sick. They are absolutely awesome. So definitely do the missions. Definitely take part in the events. And get yourselves some copies of all that good stuff. Now, let's move on to the events. The first event is Yamcha. I don't know if his costume is actually obtainable. I haven't actually checked. But there is a costume for him in the files, and it has the same like lightning aura around it. So here's my theory, right? And I'll talk about it later in more detail, but I have a feeling that the costume might tie into April Fool's Day. Because I checked briefly, and I couldn't see any sign that we actually got a costume for clearing the stage. Fuck, it's so much slower today. Oh no, where do the events go? Which one's the Yamcha event? I think it's... I can tell by the dates. Ends on the 4th. 4th is in 6 days, so it must be the top one. Yeah. So... I don't think you actually get a costume for beating it, right? But there's a thing I'll show you later, and I think that I finally put the information together. I think it will all tie in. So, other than that, we also have the Transcendent class event Hammer. Unfortunately, Jaguar Junichi is supposed to counter him. Not that most veteran players will need a counter to beat Hammer, but we can't even get Jaguar because the community bingo's down. So... you can just look at him for now. That's all you can do. You can look at him. But yeah, he's a Transcendent class event. And now, the catastrophe that is Buggy the Clown. His event looks annoying, I would say. Annoying is probably the right word. And he is hard countered by one of the legendary characters that got announced further down. And he's got a costume if you beat the catastrophe difficulty, which shouldn't be that hard, if I'm honest. It will be tricky, but not hard, I think. We have the Damon Devilbats event, which we can finally get Kurita, who was kind of a... I don't know, it's just weird with the Damon Devilbats. It's like, you've got to have Monta at some point. We know that the 3 bullies that join the team are in the files somewhere. I think they've probably made the whole Damon Devilbats team, and they just haven't got around to adding it yet. So it's kind of bizarre. But Hiruma finally gets his rightful rarity as 6-star, and Kurita has been added. He will also be a 6-star. You can evolve them both by collecting Damon Devilbats, and just it's an evolver, and it evolves them. And am I happy that that's the case? Yes. Do I kind of wish that Haruma had been a 6-star to begin with? A lot more. Yes, I do. We've got the Ryuk Challenge event. That's not going to be starting for a little while now. And we don't really know the details of this, but I have a feeling it's going to be... I don't know. I can't remember which ones the challenge events are. I can't remember if it's like the really hard ones like Karasu, or it's not that difficult and it's like the outer zone event. I think it's similar to the Karasu event, which means this stage could be tricky and Ryuk could introduce like either a new mechanic or, I don't know, a new debuff, something like that. Could be really nice. I'm not too sure. The other catastrophe event is All For One from My Hero Academia. He also has a costume for beating the catastrophe difficulty. I have a feeling he is going to be a lot more troublesome than Buggy, but at the end of the day it really does depend on your box, and I think realistically to get a copy of him or to get him to max skill you need one good green character. That's about it. You don't need a full good green team because you could just do it in co-op. So I won't worry too much. And underneath that, Tower Battle, we got another event and there's no new characters. That was kind of disappointing to me because I loved them adding characters through Tower, and then they changed it when they added a Toby and they made it kind of rubbish, but I was still kind of down for it. And now no new character, so kind of disappointing. I mean, what can you do? But you'll get an opportunity to play against two of the producers, Sumi P and Shirai P, and if you beat their teams you'll get rewards. I think there's also other rewards for doing stuff during that Tower season, and it seems like they might be adding stuff to the Tower store as well. So some cool stuff. The image they showed in the stream, this is not the image they showed in the stream, the one they showed in the stream had a lot more goodies like being thrown over the screen. So I think we're going to get a lot of goodies during that event, especially if you can beat one of the producers. The first anniversary Thanksgiving Gacha, guaranteed 5-star on every multi, and they are guaranteed to have +1 on their skills and abilities, and there are a ton of good characters in there. I think it includes like most of the Gacha characters in the game. Like, I think the only ones that are excluded are Limited and maybe, I think just Limited, maybe. I'm not too sure, I'd have to check. But we'll check that in game in a sec. Limited Gacha Shanks. This is going to steal a lot of people's rubies. Shanks is available. He's going to be a hard counter to Buggy the Clown. And from what I've seen, he looks absolutely beastly. I'd love to have him. I'd love to not spend enough to do 9 multis though. So, you know, it's just one of those things whenever a character comes out, you're like, yes! And then it's like, oh, they're limited, it's going to take 9 multis. You can pull them before that, to be fair, and I have pulled, like, Ryoma and Yusuke before 9 multis. But nah, man, nah, that's some mad shit. You can see the structure for the discounts and shit there. And Limited Gacha All Might, who again is going to rinse people's wallets. A very nice touch that people have noticed is Shanks was originally a legend summon in the game, and now we're getting the Shanks character. They are both the same type, and they've decided to do the exact same thing for All Might. So we've got 2 legend summon characters now playable, and I mean, they're probably both just going to be amazing. Let's be real, they're probably both just going to be amazing. I don't know. I'll probably do like a 500 on All Might. I might do up to the guaranteed on Shanks. But I have no interest in you know, in going all 9 multis, really. It would have to be a really special character to me in order to go 9 multis, especially seeing as this anniversary only has 1 sale and the sale isn't that good. So it would just have to really be a character that was worth it. It just really would. Moving on, the first anniversary lottery, that's going to be starting at the start of April. And this event has happened before, but basically it's a gacha and you get to pull on it every day. And every day you'll probably just get a book or a jump soul or something useless. but there is a chance for you to win a jackpot amount of rubies just by getting one of these logos that's on the banner to show up in the gacha. There is also a chance for you to win a character of your choice. I don't really remember how that worked the first time around, but you can get a character, you can win a character of your choice, so that's nice. There's the 1 ruby sale, 9,800 yen for 3,000 rubies and 3 jewels. Essentially, if you're unaware, that's the normal price for 3,000 rubies. You're just in addition getting 3 jewels, so it's nice in that sense. But for an anniversary sale, it's kind of garbage. The first anniversary Unity battle, we don't really have a good image of this yet, but tons of goodies. Look at all them goodies. You can see them in the background. Look at all them goodies. The jewels obviously stand out to me, but the tokens will also be dropped, and the tokens are really nice. So, tokens, medals, the first anniversary medals. So, there's also a couple of era tickets, different kinds of gacha tickets actually in there. Now that I'm looking, there's a few. So, something to look forward to. I have a feeling this is going to be like the Golden Bomber Unity battle, where you can just keep playing, like it's going to be super easy. But maybe not super easy for new accounts. So, I don't know. We kind of have to wait and see, because they haven't even announced like how they're going to handle the boss for this yet. And when does this start? The 5th, yeah. Yeah, so this might be after the next data download. I don't think we're going to get a new character from it, but lots of goodies nonetheless. And we got a preview of the next major update, which at first when I saw it, I thought for sure it was like a potential system or something like that. It was like another way to power up your characters. What it seems to be is to focus this game more towards catching them all. So they're going to have a character log, and it's going to show you how many characters of each series you have and which characters you have and don't have, and you're going to get to preview characters, and there's going to be rewards for collecting certain amounts of characters and stuff like that. So nice update, nothing major but a nice update, and considering they just overhauled the entire UI, I had a feeling there'd be a big update for anniversary, and they're just like, oh, just update 3.4, what's this going to be? They overhauled the entire UI, so yeah, you know, it's kind of cool, I guess. So this stuff is kind of spoilery. Can you spoil that? I don't know. This is stuff they didn't really want us to see yet, but basically, I've said basically a lot in this video. We found some stuff in the data mine. We actually found a lot of the anniversary stuff in the data mine, but we chose not to distribute the information until the stream. The simple reason for that was they had delayed this data download so many times right up until the morning of the stream, and we just kind of felt bad that they tried so hard to hide all this information, and like if we just baited it out before the stream, it would kind of be peak for them. So we decided just this once we weren't going to be dickheads, and we delayed it until the actual stream started. But there's still a couple more things in here that they didn't announce on the stream, so we're going to talk about them. The first things first is this mysterious banner. As I started recording this video, everything clicked. When I first found it, I'm like, what the fuck's this? I don't get it. But then I realised this banner seems like a tease. It seems like the exact same thing they did with Ori Collection, where they were like, the strongest in the universe, and they played it up tons like it was going to be Frieza, when it obviously wasn't, and then it turned out to be Yamada Taro in the same pose as Frieza. This time, again looks like April Fool's, again looks like that kind of tease again, but my brain has finally put it all together. This is how we're going to get that costume of Yamcha with the lightning around him. They're going to play it up like it's some super powerful, awesome character, and it's just going to be Yamcha again. But this time you'll get his costume. Or potentially they will put a boss in, but then you'll beat it and you'll get Yamcha's costume, just as a bit of banter. And yeah, that's what I think they're doing, personally. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. So, spoilers, I guess. I don't know. Sasuke's coming back. Why is this important? It's not. But with Sasuke returning, there was an image in the file that seemed to strongly suggest that the Naruto story event might return. they've randomly put that logo in with the new files for the UI. So if that is returning, it's kinda soon. I don't know why it's returning already, and I don't know when it's gonna return. I guess like mid to late April, I guess. And I don't really know. I don't really know what to think about that. Unless they're gonna add some new shit to it, I kind of just don't care. New debuffs, Lightning and Burn. This might have something to do with the new character buffs, but then again, it might not. But they're adding at least 2 new debuffs. There's actually more buffs in the files, but those have been there for ages and not implemented. But Burn and Lightning, and these are the official names, Burn and Lightning, because those are the names they've actually given them in the animations in English. So Lightning, I'd probably go with like Paralysis or something, I don't know. These 2 debuffs will probably be added at some point in the next month or 2. Who's going to get them? I don't know. You feel like a lot of characters could have got Burn, but at this point. Lightning, I mean, yeah, I guess a few characters could have got Lightning as well. I don't know how they're going to handle that though. But maybe that has something to do with Sasuke coming back. Maybe he'll get buffed. I don't know. Let's find out. My Hero Academia, there are missing IDs in the files. 3 characters that are unaccounted for in the files. And that's not really a surprise, if I'm honest, because at this point you kind of expect that there would have been a My Hero Academia story event, or that there will be one coming soon. And it will probably be based around the tournament arc. We're probably talking characters like Todoroki, Ida, maybe like a version to either Deku or Bakugo, or both. That's also an option. And maybe that's a limited, or maybe Todoroki's a limited, maybe both. Like, there's a lot you could do with that. You would definitely give Ochaka a 5-star awakening. That would be nice. I'm trying to think what else you could do. Add the Frog Girl, because I said so. And shit, there's too many characters. You'd probably have to add Shinso and characters as like enemies. I don't know. I don't know. But My Hero Academia story event is definitely on the cards for the future. But I wouldn't put too much stock in this, because it doesn't necessarily mean it's coming soon, because there are tons of gaps in the character logs all throughout that have been there for a while. And I don't know, My Hero Academia could come next week, it could come 5 months from now, could come 2 years from now. I think it will be sooner, because it's a very popular series, but don't get your hopes up, don't get hyped up too much. Now there is a story event coming soon though that we do have some information about, and I'm going to scroll down and show it in just a sec, and that is something that must be coming soon, otherwise why would this file be here? And that is Hunter x Hunter! Kurapika and Uvogin shown just about to beat the shit out of one another, but not quite. I assume that this file, I mean, you can see over here on this side where I'm pointing my cursor, that background is just a PNG, and then there's another PNG behind it rolling the clouds along. And again, that's not even, it's literally just moving a solid PNG across the top of the screen, like nothing's animated properly or anything. I would assume that this file was put in to the APK by accident, but is indeed meant to be just like those background images, to sit in the background of the boat and be like, oh hey, look what's going on over here. So I don't know, I guess Hunter x Hunter's coming soon. I don't necessarily know, like, it might be a York New City event, it might be Greed Island, it might be, you've got to remember that 2 characters being there, it doesn't necessarily mean that that is the arc that they're going for. Remember the Yu Yu Hakusho event, it was all about the Dark Tournament, and then for some reason Sensui and Mazoku Yusuke. So you don't know that that's necessarily the event they're going to do, but again, have to wait and see. And I think that's about it. That's about it, so fuck that now. Now, how long have we been? Oh my god, 40 minutes. Guys, what a treat. What a treat I've given you, 40 minutes. Let's go into the summons and hopefully they work this time. I pray. Oh, for fuck's sake. Does it work? Alright, well, this is my free daily multi. Let's see who we get. Hopefully it doesn't crash, but it's probably gonna crash. Oh, okay. Okay. I got a 5-star. Oh my god. Hey, 5-star. Piccolo. And, oh, fuck, I forgot your name. Shit. Something Royale it was, and then... This is not good, is it? This is not good. We got Alan Walker, which is a dupe. Oh, we got Krillin, nice. So, I love how it goes back to normal after that. So this is the tweet button I was talking about. If it says I'm not linked to Twitter, I think. I think it says I'm not linked to Twitter. Wait, really? Hold on, let me check my Twitter. See that this isn't just tweeting it out over and over again. It's saying I'm not linked to Twitter, I think. So I don't know why, but that's not working. But if it was working, then yeah, I guess it would have worked. Oh, I just realised I had fucking thing over on the side. Hold on. Go back to here. There we go. So yeah, it doesn't work. I think the game's kind of broken at the moment. Let me reset and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back in. It's probably still laggy, but whatever. So I'm gonna do 5 multis because it's the anniversary and I'm feeling like, you know, fuck it, why not? We're gonna do 5 multis on this banner. I said I was gonna check who's in it. I think all the standard gacha units are gonna be in there. The best way to check is go up to here. There's no Tenoji in here. But they do have some standard gacha units. Oh wait, do we have any Naruto? We have Bleach standard gacha. We don't have any of the Naruto ones, so it's updated, but it's not fully updated. Oh well. The characters I want the most would probably still be Tanjiro and Majima-kun. But characters like Toshiro would be nice, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of characters that would be good to have, but we all have our favourites, you know. Just please don't give me dupes of characters that I've like almost got maxed out, because I don't need that. You're guaranteed to get a +1, but only on the guaranteed 5-star. So if you get more than 1 5-star, you won't get it on those ones. We got we got a +1 on our Kenshiro, which is actually a +2 because we already have Kenshiro. And I think I already put some jewels on Kenshiro as well. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna. He's gonna be pretty beastly, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's gonna be pretty good. Please give me a unit I don't have. I beg. I beg. Please give me one I don't have. Come on. Come on. A 1 5-star again, please. We got Tsubasa. That is a unit I don't have. And I got him +1. So you can't really complain. You can't really complain. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't, you know? Let's favourite our boy. Our little boyo. Look at him. Adorable. The little, yeah, there we go. Already comes +1, very nice. Always remember, when you're feeding dupes on your characters or you're feeding jewels, always do it once you've evolved them to 6-star. Otherwise you risk losing one of those levels or 2 of those levels, so totally not worth it. Well, actually, I think it stops you from doing any damage with it, but like, still. Hey, we got 2 in this one, hey! Oh, fucking Taikubo. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Pretty sure I got a few dupes on Taikubo already, but yeah, okay. Tyson Maeda, he's a pretty nice unit, and I guess a dupe of him can't hurt. He won't be a +1 though. I kind of want to, after this, feed my dupes and get a lay of the land where I sit on this. Let's see. I think this is the penultimate multi on this banner. You give us 2 5-stars again, we'll be cool bros, you know? We'll be cool bros together. Oh, just one, okay, that's how it is. we got Tsubasa again, who is now going to be +3. Okay, that's alright. Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, about right. One more multi on this banner. Give me, who do I want? Who stands out? Obviously Tanjiro and Majima-kun. Who else? Gotta come up with a big name. Who's a big name? Fucking... Give me Teruhashi. There we go. Give me Teruhashi and we're bros. That's it. You do that with bros. Oh, wow, we're on 5-star. Hey, we got 2! Hey! We got Kyosuke Shikijo, Hentai Carmen. Not quite what we're looking for. He actually is a nice support, so I guess dupes on him are fine. Just fine. Oh, we got Kageyama Tobio. Okay, yeah, I'm down for that. I'm fucking down for that. I've been reading. If you didn't watch the podcast me and Terry did, where we played fucking Super Mario, whatever the fuck. I've been reading Haikyuu, so I'm actually quite happy to have him now, and I now have all of the Haikyuu units, I think, right? Because Wakatoshi is not actually obtainable, so I'm actually kind of gassed. I think, you know, my opinion has turned on Kageyama, because I used to call him a beanhead, because he kind of was a beanhead on Ore Collection, but now Jumputi times, yeah. So let's get the lay of the land now. Let's get the lay of the land. First things first. Where's our new units? So let's get you up. Let's get you leveled up. We'll be able to do it just fine. Won't take too long. Won't take too long. We have all the materials, so it's no bother. And I think with feeding the dupes here, I honestly think it makes no difference. Like, I don't think he's gonna go over a limit or something. But I just don't. I always evolve my characters beforehand because I just don't like it, and I think that's understandable. Green, right? Green. There he is. And let's do that. I actually don't have any of the 6-star books, or the good 6-star books, but not the really good 6-star books. Let's once we got these evolved, once we fed our dupes, we'll know. We'll know what's going on, because there's actually like a bunch of free summons that are going to be available during this event, so potentially there's actually a ton more goodies to come my way. So I could get even more dupes of these characters. Like, you never know. You never know with this game. Like, the amount of multi-tickets we're gonna get. We're getting 100 free summons just from logging in every day. Like, they're not fucking about. So actually no, I do need to power up some more. I need to power up Yosuke, who's only on 6. So do you get any benefits at any point for your support? 9. You have to get into 9 to get an additional +3. Okay. I mean, I have no interest in feeding you jewels. I'm basically not interested in feeding jewels to any base form unit. And by base form unit, I mean a character that was available in the base game. Any character that was available in the base game, I'm not feeding you jewels, really. I don't think that's a good idea. Taikubo, what are you on? Taikubo is already on 9. He's going to be going up to, is it 10 or 11 here? I can't remember which slot he was in. He's almost maxed out, and he's okay for like 1 stage. He's okay. Yeah, he's going up to 11. We're almost maxing out a character that's alright for 1 stage in the game. Kind of disappointing. At some point, they'll probably release a Hoshinengi event and he'll get buffed. And if they do that, I'm mad hyped. If they don't do that, like, what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? So what do we have? We got a Krillin dupe. We're so close with my boy Krillin. We are so close. 77 luck. God damn. What a load of trash. Kenshiro. Kenshiro's on 8 for his skill and his support. And was he a +1? Yes, he would. So that's 10. What does he get at 10? He'd probably get something nice at 10, right? Well, nothing there. Just additional. Yeah, okay. In general, he gets a little bit better. Yeah, he gets a little bit better. Tyson Maeda, again, I think he's had a dupe and a jewel put on him. So now he gets another one. I don't think I'm going to benefit much from that, but hey, he's pretty cool. Fucking Alan Walker, who's already on +9. I never fed him a jewel and I never will. Now he's on +10. Hell yeah. To be fair, as far as base game units go, Alan Walker, at least in support, is great. That's about it though. That's about all the good shit I have to say about Alan Walker. And I can't remember who else I had dupes of. Oh, Tsubasa. Oh, I've got to evolve him, don't I? I'll evolve him. There we go. Hell yeah. My boy Bean. My boy Bean. And let's do it Tsubasa as well. I can't remember, what stage was Tsubasa good for? I can't remember. He was good for... Oh, Genzo. Genzo Wakabayashi. So... Oh, I'm gonna pull that fucking stage apart now! With my level 9 Tsubasa. Fuck yeah. How long's this video now? Holy shit. Well, we only have one more thing to do, really. I just wanted to quickly see. Oh, he gets his additional at 8. I thought he got it at 9. Okay. Oh, that's fine. I mean, that's... He gets his additional at 8 there as well. God damn it. Well, it's... whatever. Let's do this. Well, we obviously aren't going all the way. But we'll go some of the way. we'll get to the guarantee, probably. And then we'll call it quits. Free single though. Maybe we'll get him on a free single. Well, not quite. Okay, let's just fucking do this. This is gonna be bad. I know it's gonna be bad. Just fucking rip the band-aid off. Let's go. Hey, we get a 5-star. You know, I already can't complain. We're looking for dupes of Shiryu mainly. Get him to max luck. Alright, next one's a 5-star. Oh, okay. Rikuo Nura, which is a new unit, and I'm happy to take. That's nice. That's one of the nicer 2018 units. I'm pretty gassed about that actually. Okay. Very nice. Add you to my collection. You'll make a fine addition. Let's go to the second multi. Second multi, almost always the worst. Nobody knows why, but it's almost always the worst. Well, I'll get a 5-star though, so I'll shut my mouth. I will shut my dirty whore mouth. Okay, next one's a 5-star. Next one's a 5-star. Oh, we got Noelle! That's another really nice unit from 2018. I will happily throw her into my... Oi! This has been pretty good, actually. Okay. Let's add Noelle. Very nice. She completes my Black Clover collection as well. So, pretty decent. And to end the video, let's do one last multi. Just to bring me down to normal human levels of rubies. Guaranteed 5-star. We're not going any further on that shitty Shanks banner as much as I would love to have him. Whatever we get here, that's what we go home with. We got 2 5-stars here. Very nice. Okay, Goto Seijiro. That's a dupe. That's, you know, that's fine. It's just fine. He's, if I remember correctly, he has an okay support. That's just fine. Hey, we got Shiryu dupe. Hey. I think the next one's a 5-star. I think the next one is a 5-star. It's Nuro, which is a dupe, but not really what I wanted. So the third multi was the worst one. Who knew? Yeah, well, whatever. That's gonna do it for this video. We're coming up on an hour here. I'm not gonna stretch it out to the hour mark. I'm not gonna put you through that. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I covered all the news succinctly, even though we know that's really not the word you'd use to describe it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a pretty good Annie. I hope I get to see some sick pulls from you guys on Twitter and Discord and stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to year 2. I hope they've got some really good ideas for year 2, and I'm excited to see what they've got going. So yeah, see you guys next time.